Hello class and welcome to Network Essentials COMN120 Fall 21 semester. If you're watching the video, that means you are in the right spot. You made it to the first spot. So I'm gonna make the video short and sweet. I'm gonna go over what will be in Canvas, and then we'll go review the syllabus really quickly, and then we'll review test out and how for you to jump in and start working and getting your work done. My name is Joel. I'll be your instructor for the semester. So as soon as you log into Canvas, the first thing you will always see is announcements, and you'll have at least one announcement from me a week, except if there is a kind of emergency or something important I want you to look into, or something I forgot to mention with the weekly announcements that I'll try to state. So you guys are already here, you can see it. Tells you that this is an introduction to computer networking, which gives you a good overview of what computer networking is, and also the course will prepare you 100% for the for the Net Plus CompTIA exam if you are interested in taking it. That's not a requirement of the course, but that's something that you guys can do. And MAT is a testing center for CompTIA, meaning you'll be able to take Net Plus, Security Plus, A Plus, and Linux Plus at MAT at half price of what you'll pay outside of MAT. You can contact the testing center and they'll be able to give you all the instructions on how to do it and to schedule it and etc. So everything that you'll be doing this semester, not everything, 90% of what you'll be doing is in Test Out and testout.com. So you'll need to buy a voucher, like a code that will allow you to create your account in Test Out. Two ways to do it. You can either get it from the bookstore, or you can purchase it on your own if you're paying cash, and then you can use the discount code right here that will give you a pretty, I think the regular price is about $450, I believe, and then you can get it for about $120ish, $130 instead of the $450 or something like that. So it's a pretty big discount, and actually this code works for everything that Test Out provides. So if you guys are looking at in the future to study for certifications, they have a very good product. And by the way, disclaimer, I don't make any money out of them, but I've had many students and friends and myself use this product, and it is pretty good as an investment instead of going and buying extra material from Amazon or etc. That is not 100% enough for you to pass those certifications. Their product is just really well mapped, that allows you to work without any problem and get it done that way. And what I like about their product is that you can use it from anywhere without having any difficulties, from home, on any laptop, any tablet, and it will work just fine. And we'll go over that in a second. So the course will be divided in few things. First thing is they have kind of questions. They're like quizzes that you'll need to complete in Test Out, and they have labs that you'll need to complete in Test Out. Okay, and those I will show you in a sec. You'll be able to do twice. Each quiz, each lab, you'll be able to do twice. Why? Because I'm allowing you to legally cheat, basically, by after you do it the first time, you'll be able to see the answer key, and then you'll just need to go back and get it done again to earn 100% on every single lab and every single quiz. That is 60% of your grade. So right there, you secured 60% of your grade. Why? Because every time you finish the first step, first attempt, you'll be able to see the answer key. If you did not earn 100%, you can go back and get it done again. Another 50% of your grade is discussion questions. We'll have anywhere between 5 and 8 discussion questions during the semester, and those are basically, you have to answer questions that I gave you, that I assigned you, and then you'll have to reply to one of your peers. And just doing that and following the minimum instructions, and I'll talk about it in a sec, what those are, you'll be able to earn 15% of your grade. Right there, you assured 75% of your grade, which is a passing grade and a transferable grade for this course. So it is on you to just put the time and effort, and it's that simple. It's not complicated at all or whatsoever. And the last 25% will be two tests, a midterm and a final exam, and I will give you a practice for each one of those, and it'll be open notes, open whatever you want. So you'll be able to use anything you want. You'll be able to complete them. They'll be exactly similar to the quizzes and the labs that you completed for every single section. So every chapter that you'll complete, you'll have labs and quizzes. The midterm and the final will be exactly the same. So the more you practice, the better it is. Like I stated, every lab, every quiz from all the chapters we'll cover, you'll have 2 attempts. Okay, so from there, we'll go and jump into the modules, and the modules will allow you to see. You guys are already watching the video. That means you're in the right place. Then you'll have your syllabus. I already opened it. So pretty straightforward. It's virtual. I am not on campus due to COVID. I'm online. I have office hours. I try to place them Monday through Friday in different times. Hopefully they'll be able to be flexible for you guys to join. If you have any questions, if you need any help, I'm available. Those are my office hours. If none of these work, please contact me via email, which is the best way to get hold of me, and let me know that, hey, I want to talk to you. However, none of these times work for me. Can we schedule something else? So once you email me, give me a day or 2, like different options, and then few different options at hour wise, meaning hey, I'm available between, I don't know, 8 a.m. and like 10, or 5 and 4 and 5, or something like that. So give me a few options, send them to me, and then I'll be able to schedule something with you. The only thing that I ask, please, when you send me an email, remember to put COMN120, at least COMN120. If you don't want to put your name and WWW01, at least put COMN120 in the subject line of your email. Why? Because I receive a zillion emails a day. And I mean a zillion, from my administration, from advertisement, from stuff related to COVID, and etc. If I don't see it's from a student, most of the time I just ignore them or delete them. If you send me an email weekdays, Monday through Friday, and you don't get a reply within 24 hours, not within 2 hours, within 24 hours, please send it again and keep sending it until you get a reply from me. The minimum you will get from me, when you send me an email, even if I don't have an answer for you, I will tell you, hey, I got your message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Then be at ease. Oh, okay, Joel got it, so he's fine. He'll get back to me when he has a chance. If you don't hear from me, please send it again until you get it done. Now, if you're under financial aid, you'll need to complete attendance. Attendance is done as a quiz that you'll need to complete. Our semester starts on Monday and it starts on Tuesday, ends on a Monday. So basically once a week, you'll need to go click on the quiz, attendance, take the quiz. Simple question tells you, hey, are you present for the week? Yes, I am. Submit. This is something that is a must. You have to complete that. Why? Because you'll need to do it if you are under financial aid. That's what we need to provide them. Hey, they completed the quiz of attendance for the week and they're done. So even if you complete your work or you don't complete your work for that week, you have to get attendance done on a weekly basis. So please complete that, and that will allow me as your instructor to send that information to financial aid every single Tuesday. So Tuesday I'll send them, and unfortunately if you don't get it done, you'll be marked absent. Now, if you're marked absent once during the semester, not the end of the world. My understanding is at least I think you have to miss 3 weeks in a row to be in trouble with financial aid. So please don't stress about it overall. So if we go back to look at the syllabus, it gives you a description. So this is what you need to purchase. You can either purchase it from the bookstore, or you can go to testout.com. And under testout.com, you'll go to courses, and then you'll go to catalog, and then you'll need to look at right there, Testout Pro, and then you'll be able to purchase that. So here you can purchase it. Okay, purchase this course, and then you'll enter the code that I gave you, which was under the announcement, T4 something something. Where is it? Under home, sorry, which is this code right here, 14-380TA. So you'll just enter that in there, continue, and it's $129, and I think the regular price is like $450ish or something like that. This is actually cheaper than the bookstore, so if you prefer to buy out of pocket, you'll be able just to go ahead and purchase this. And the beauty about it, this is a valid for 18 months. It's an 18 months license, meaning even if you're not ready to take the Net Plus certification after the course directly, you still can study for 18 months before your account expires. So you have enough time to study if you decide to go for the certification, which I strongly recommend for you guys, especially if you don't have work experience. Competencies, class expectations, assignments, grades, I'll leave all of that for you. Excuse me. So here, the grade, possible grades, I'm doing it on a percentage point of view. So I'll add all your, for example, all the labs and quizzes, I'll add them and then divide by the total of those numbers and then multiply by 60%. Discussion questions, same thing. If we do 5, each one will be 20. Add those, divide by the total, multiply by 15%. You have 2 tests, that's 200 points, divide by 200 points, multiply by 25%. And that's how you'll get your overall grade. So the plan, if we look at it here, tentative calendar, that's how we'll go about, starting from our first day, every day, what we'll do and how it's going to go. Now, the discussion questions, I'm planning on starting on week 3 to give you enough time to get used to everything. And then maybe every other week we'll have one. It depends. I might have one every week. It depends on the course. It depends on the question. So for the discussion questions, you'll need to keep checking Canvas for the weekly announcement. They'll tell you, hey, today we have a discussion question that you'll need to complete. And every discussion question, like I stated earlier, has 2 parts. Part 1 is for you to answer the questions that I assign you. I assign you 1, 2, 3 questions. You answer them, and then you'll have to reply to one of your peers by adding content. So you give me what I'm asking for per questions, like a paragraph and a half, like 5 to 10 sentences, full sentences. And then the reply will be the same thing. The reply will be 5 sentences to one of your peers' post. A reply cannot be, oh, I agree, oh, good job, yes, you're correct, oh, I did not know this. Those are not acceptable replies. Reply has to be content that is adding to whatever the original post was. Late policy, I usually don't accept late work. You have a week to get the work done. Please let me know if something happened. Hopefully nothing serious happened. If you have health issues or something like that, get hold of me and I'll be more than happy to try to work something out and get some type of approval for you guys, just in case something happened in that nature. Withdrawal policy, please contact me before you think about withdrawing. I hate you spending time and effort and not finishing the class. Even if you salvage a 2.0 just to pass it, and it'll be a transferable. A 1.0 is a passing grade, but unfortunately 1.0 is not something you can transfer to a 4-year institution. A minimum of 2.0 is a transfer. So even if you slack, like horribly slack, you still can pass the class with these. So let's hope that you do not drop the class. NS grade, just failing grade. Financial aid, please contact financial aid if you have any questions. Incomplete, it's not giving. Academic integrity, hopefully that will not apply. Just do your own work, you'll be fine. If you have any accommodation that you qualify for, please contact Disability Services that tell you what needs to be done, and then you'll have to provide me a form that they provide you, and then I'll work around whatever is approved for you guys. Same thing with American with Disability, Title IX, etc. Please look at those. If you have any question, let me know. Tutoring, you'll need to contact the tutoring center and see if they have, learning center, and see if they have any tutors available. Usually it takes about few weeks, start of the semester, for them to try to start finding people, and I think you need a minimum of 3 for them to try to hire someone if they don't have someone already available. MCC Care Team, if you need any help, this is private and personal, please contact them. These guys are pros and they'll be more than happy to help you out. System policy, read that. COVID, this does not apply to us. We're not going to be on campus, but if you are on campus for any other reason, please make sure to follow the guideline, so like that you are safe and you're keeping everybody safe around you. Last thing I'll mention for the syllabus, your responsibilities, 2 main things. Check Canvas on a weekly basis, check your MCC email on a weekly basis, and then contact me if you need any help as soon as possible. The sooner you contact me, the easier it will be for me to be able to give you help and provide you help right away. So like that, you're not waiting and falling behind and falling behind and falling behind. The sooner you contact me, the sooner I'll be able to provide you help and then put you back on track. Now, a disclaimer, if there is any changes to the syllabi, which I really doubt it, but if there is any changes, as we're online, so I don't foresee any class being canceled or anything like that. But if there is any changes, I will update the syllabus. I will post it in Canvas. I will post an announcement and I will send you an email. So please make sure to look through the announcements and through your email on a weekly basis. Some important dates that you guys can look into if you need them. Try to put them there from our website. Everything is available on our website. So from there, we'll go into the discussion. First thing that you'll need to do now is go ahead and introduce yourself if you'd like to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, and then if you want to reply, you can reply to someone. You don't have to reply, but please go ahead and introduce yourself. You have a couple of questions that you'll need to answer. I did mine, so you guys can look at mine. You can read it or just ignore it, no big deal. You don't have to read mine. And then on a weekly basis, when we start doing on bi-weekly or something like that, the discussion questions, I'll need to update the dates on those. They're not available. So you'll have questions that you need to answer, and those questions, you'll give me, like I said, a paragraph and a half, and then from there you'll be able to reply to one of your peers on a weekly basis. That's when it comes to Canvas. Now if we go to test out, once you purchase your account, so if you go back to testout.com, once you purchase your voucher, you'll need to sign up. You go under sign up, and then you put the username, a password. You'll put, so it tells you, I'm already logged in. Okay, let me log out really quickly. So if I go to testout.com, then sign up, then put a username, a password, first name, last name. I strongly recommend that you use your MCC email. So like that, if there's a technical issues, if you have a problem, or I don't know, after the semester you have an issue with the account, they can be verified using your my email, just to be on the safe side. So make sure to use your MCC email just to be on the safe side, just in case. I mean, you still can use your personal email, which is fine. However, if not, then it's strongly recommend to use it. So like that, technical issues, problems, etc., you'll be able to just directly go through, tell them, hey, my email is blank at mcc.edu. They'll be able to find it. So here you can see that's the course that you need to join, and the steps to join a course, which after you create your account, you'll need to join a course. And a lot of students, they create their account and they don't join the course properly. So the steps are right here. Steps are pretty straightforward. Now it tells you to create your account, blah blah blah. You go through this, you log in. That's where a lot of people forget to complete these steps. Okay, one is selecting the course. Make sure to select COMN120 Fall 2021. You'll find a lot of them. You'll find the Fall 2020, you'll find the Fall 2019, etc., because the accounts are still valid for the students. So basically the old accounts are still open and available for you for 18 months. So I do not close them. So please make sure to follow the instructions of joining the course COMN120 Fall 2021. Then from there you'll have to go and add the course itself. Once you add the course, it walks you through the process. Joining a school, you need to join Mott Community College. So you click on joining a school, which is Mott Community College. Then you'll need to join the class, and then you can look that up with my last name, HACHEM, and from there, bang, right there, you'll be able to find the class, enrolling in the class. That's where a lot of students don't do the steps. Oops, my bad. They forget to do this step, which is enrolling in a class, and through that you can look it up either through the class, or you can just look it up by my name, like I stated, last name, which is Hashem, HACHEM. You'll be able to do that and join the class, and then bang, you're inside of the class and you're good to go and start doing your work. Once you do that, once you log into the class, so here you'll have everything that we'll need to cover. So we're not going to cover the 16 chapters. We're going to cover most of them, but not all of them. So starting with introduction, there is nothing that complete here. It just shows you the steps. What is Network Pro introduction, how to use the simulator. So there's videos that you can watch on how to complete, etc., etc. And oops, so shows you the steps. Okay, starting a lab, how do I start the lab, how do I complete work, and etc., etc., etc. This number 1 is where you guys start working on getting your work done. Okay, so it gives you content, which these are a good idea if you try to print them and save them as a PDF. Okay, so that's a good technique to do that. Save them as a PDF for later when you're completing your quizzes, or from when you're studying, or from when you're completing your midterm and final exam. So create on your USB drive, on your desktop, create a folder, and then you start putting it, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, etc., etc. So here shows you the content, what we'll be studying. Then videos. Some of the videos are demos, showing you how to do the work. Those are very critical that you watch. Some of them are not demos, like when they're talking. You can probably skip that if you want to skip it, if you feel comfortable with the content. But definitely the videos that are showing demos, how to complete the work, those are very critical to watch. I don't grade you on watching the videos or not watching the videos. You'll be only graded on the labs and the quizzes. So here shows you some of the content. This is a practice, for example, first quiz. Okay, they're called exams, but they're quizzes. You'll need to complete all the quizzes and all the exams. What did I tell you earlier? That you'll be able to cheat legally and then complete and get 100% on everything. So here we go. I'm answering the questions. And I'm done. Score. And it will score my exams. I got 1 out of 4. Okay. So what you'll need to do is click on the question itself, and it will tell you what the answer key is, what the correct answer is, and it will give you an explanation as to why this is the correct answer. So what you guys can do, okay, expand all the questions. Right there, I expanded all the questions, and it shows me all the answer keys, and then print them, and then save them as a PDF. Number 1, that's the best way for you to study properly. Because why did I miss it? Why did I get can instead of a WAN? It tells you, a campus, blah, blah, blah. So it gives you the explanation. So that's the goal. Is for me, there is a lot of contents. If you don't have a background in computer networking, it's going to be a lot of material that you need to absorb. And it's a question of repetition. The logic, the example that I have is when you guys hear a song for the first time. You do not know the lyrics. You hear it 10 times, you know a little bit of it. You hear it 20 times, you know a little bit more. You hear it 30 times. The more you hear the lyrics, the more you'll be able to memorize it. It's the same thing with these. The more you understand the why, the more you have an explanation, the easier it gets. So right there, you guys have the answer, right? So I know what the answers are. I'll save these. Oops. You save this. Then you can go back and do the exam again. They are exactly the same questions. They don't change the questions. So it's not like a pool of questions that will change. No, they're exactly the same. Oh, this one, the correct answer was WAN, etc. Blah, blah, blah. So right there, you earned 100% on the first quiz. And that's what you'll do for every quiz and every lab. So you go through content, keep going. You're talking about topologies, what those are, from star ring, mesh, star ring, and hybrid, and etc. Then, chapter 2 is the same thing. Chapter 3 is the same thing. Chapter 4, you keep going through them, and then let's try to find a lab. Let's see. This is a lab, okay? The lab is the same thing as the quizzes. So the labs, once they turn on, you'll have steps on the left side of your screen. Okay, you'll read the lab. You're a network technician, blah, blah, blah. You'll need to complete these tasks, connect the appropriate fiber cable to the switch through the fiber patch panel. And then you'll have to complete, from each panel, from floor 1 to 2, you'll need to complete X, Y, and Z, and etc., etc., etc. once this loads, I'll show you how to exactly also get the answer key, and then you'll be able to go back and get it done. So you'll go through the process, figure it out. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. I'm done. So click on done, which is all the way to the far right of your screen. And then this will give you the answer key. So I missed this step. You expand these, and then right there on the bottom, you see it shows you the steps you need to follow to complete the work, to complete the lab. So these are the steps, step by step, because here the instructions on the left side of your screen will not show you the steps. But once you click on done, and this will allow you here to see the steps. So on the shelf, expand the adapter, then drag the SFP transceiver, which is your LC connector, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. So you can print this once again. You can print this, okay? The steps, you can print the steps as a PDF, meaning when you click on print, you save it as a PDF. That's the idea, not to make a hard copy, but you have it as a electronic copy. Right there, you save this, and then once you're done, you can go back and get the lab done again. Every quiz, every exam, and every lab, you have 2 trials to do it. So every single one of them, you can do it twice. And after you do it twice, once I grade them, I'll grade all your work on Tuesdays. You'll be able to go ahead and get it done as many times as you want. So that's the idea, is for you to earn 100% on every single quiz and every single lab. Once again, these are called practice questions, and here it states start the exam. So they're kind of a little bit confusing, but they're just quizzes. That's the idea. And your midterm and final exam will be exactly the same as these labs and these quizzes. And like I stated, I will give you a practice for that. I hope you'll have a great semester. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll be available pretty much every single day, trying to answer questions if you need them. Emails is really the best way, because I check my email like on a daily basis, multiple times during the day. Please try to remember to put COMN120 in the subject line, and I'll be able to reply to you as soon as possible. Hope to hear from you soon. Hope to see you in the office hours. Just even if you stop by to just say hi, that'll be great. And I wish you a great semester. See you guys.